Bartender. What's good out there in Radio Land? What up, Big Country is in the building.
What's good? What's good?
He giving us the next Friday look today. That's what's up, Ice Cube.
Got fired on his day off.
Right.
Fired on my day off.
Yeah,
What's
shit.
good? Arnold is in the building.
What's
rocking
up? What's
the,
up? What's
what's
up?
that? The silver and gold.
He
silver
took
and
his
gray?
wife,
No,
his
don't
wife,
run-
his,
don't
his
run-
wife's
don't
shawl.
run past country just yet.
Yeah.
And you just look very flammable.
Oh, Pastor,
Did you
God,
say
jokes.
flamboyant or flammable?
Flammable, flammable.
Oh,
He talking about
okay.
flammable.
This look great.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Y'all go hard already.
Hold on.
Say he look flammable.
Hold on, flammable.
You said flammable.
Oh, like
fire.
Oh, okay. I'm like, you the one
That's
with
that
the pink
lumberjack
jacket.
look.
You the one with the pink jacket on
thought
talking
you
to
said
me.
Flamboyant.
Yeah, man. I'm like, hold on, bro.
It's the delivery
Nah,
of the
man.
time. That's why we got a professional to teach us how to do timing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's here.
Yo, but Arnold, what's good?
What's up with you? How you doing, sexy ladies?
He'll be here all week, people, live on the couch. His
With,
wife.
with that team,
Right.
with those colors.
The cowboy color.
Losing so bad.
Oh, that's all right. We on vacation this year.
I understand.
That's right.
Yo, what's good? PDO is in the building, rocking his suit and jacket look. You know,
Peace to the people.
peace to the people.
Hey, look at
The look.
the elbows though. Come on,
That's a nice jacket.
check it out.
Nice,
huh?
that's nice.
Oh, I was about to say his hands is looking
that-
like elephant knuckles.
Is that suede?
Elephant knuckles over there.
No, not suede, baby.
Is that suede on
only-
the elbows?
Only fine linen.
I will say this: your stylist has been doing a good job lately, PDO.
Yeah, you've been doing it.
Just a
And you
jacket,
notice
no.
what he do though. You notice he come in like right at the time of the show, so he can just come in modeling his outfit every time he walk in.
That's,
That
that-
outfit, Dave, is just a jacket,
man,
man.
you look cool though. It's like you look like pimping in the pulpit. You know,
Yeah.
you're doing your thing. Really good look.
Yeah, he-
What's
Bi-
good? Dave is in
Bible
the building.
pimping.
Redbird, the truth is in the building.
Came
How
back
are you?
with his tan, huh?
What's going on?
straight
shit.
from Honolulu. Where
Honolulu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little bit all over
were you?
Hawaii.
All over Hawaii.
Yeah.
Welcome back, brother. We missed you.
Thank you.
You was
Yeah,
hanging with that little tall midget.
Yeah. Definitely.
Kevin Hart. Yo,
Yeah.
No, not Kevin Hart.
You look
spent
Kevin
some-
Hart. He should look
They
like
about the same size.
right.
Yeah, they are about the same. Well, actually, Kevin Hart may be a little bit taller. He
Oh
might be
my
back.
God!
Oh man.
Shout out to our vets though, man.
Yo,
Yeah, shout out.
to
Yeah.
that.
Thank you. I mean,
But before we move on,
I
let's
know.
introduce.
I had
We
to
have
work.
we have
Hold
two
on.
in here right now.
Right. Before we move on to talk about that, we got to talk about our beautiful co-host today,
man.
the beautiful Miss Sylvia Traymore.
Oh my
Is in the building.
Yes.
Or is it Whoopi or is it Oprah? Who are you today? You know,
Wendy
that's-
Williams,
Wendy
that's what-
Williams. Who are you today?
Oh my God! You guys are always. Whenever I'm here, I have a good time. I do, and I'm just delighted to be here this evening. I am.
She sounds
Pretty
just
amazing.
like
Okay.
it. That's,
Sound like
Okay,
it.
who was that? No, I'm just kidding. It was great. It was great.
you know, as soon as we go to commercial, he was like, "Really, who was that?"
Hold on.
And that's why timing can also be important too, because if there's somebody in the audience saying, "Who was that? Who was that? She just did. Who was that? What she say? What's
You gotta get them right.
Gotta have them. You gotta give your audience time to get through that before you step over into the next realm.
That's
Or you, or don't
Who's
do
the
like
most-
Paz and say, "Y'all gonna get that when you get home."
Right.
Who's the most difficult? Who's the most difficult voice you've done? I mean,
I think it could have been. You guys are too young to even remember that.
Especially him.
That Cher was all of that. I mean, she was everything back in the day.
Oh, I remember that
I remember,
video.
I remember
You said
Sonny and
Cher?
Cher.
You remember Sonny
Cher?
Bailey?
Yeah, I remember Sonny
That's all
and
right.
Cher.
Cher was a little difficult to do because
No, you heard of Sonny.
believe
Cher.
in
You
love?
don't remember.
if you believe in love, you know what I mean. That's all I know about it.
Yo, but we are so happy to have you.
Is
here.
she still?
You got
I'm
the
still
face
doing-
because
I'm
with
still-
Cher, you got to do the face, right? I know that hurt. If you ain't used to like doing your face like that.
Honestly, Cher do sound like Kermit the Frog singing though, man.
She
Real
do?
Yeah, she do. I do, man.
I still
do.
love that last video.
I mean, but her voice was classic for the 80s.
it was.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
I agree. I
Classic
agree.
for the
80s?
though.
I thought she came out in the 60s.
Now, wasn't she the first actress to get like a Grammy and an Oscar? Actress?
Yeah, 'cause she-
Cher?
Well, she
Cher.
well,
was
yeah,
an
she
actress.
got
She
an
was an
Oscar
actress.
for the movie.
Oh,
Moon-
you're right.
Moon-
You wait a minute.
Yeah.
was it Moon
Yeah,
over
yeah,
Miami?
wait a minute,
Moon's
yeah.
over something. I
Yeah,
forget
with
the
the dude with
Yeah,
the
that's
right.
Denny's.
the dude with the
The
head.
restaurant. Moon's
What's
on
it
Miami.
do?
Moonstruck was the name of the movie. Moonstruck.
Didn't she get an Oscar for the
She-
movie with the
Mask.
guy with that mask?
Mask.
Yeah.
She got nominated, but she got an Oscar for Moonstruck.
Yeah, and then she also
that
got
same year,
Grammys.
She got
And
a
she got
Grammy
Grammys,
for
yeah.
her,
So she was the
Cher
first.
was all that. You
Yeah.
know, she was everything. She was everything. They just
Yeah.
taught me how
But
to
if
say
we
the word
got our information wrong, please call and correct us. Anyway,
No, if
we're
you
just
got your
quoting.
information wrong,
I
I got
brought that up.
you know, I got the luxury. Honor doesn't get too many facts wrong. You know, I give
Yeah,
you the
Honor
high
does,
five. Yeah,
Don't
I
don't
give you
don't
high
help me.
five that.
Help the baby.
I give you a high five for that.
Yo, I feel bad. I did not introduce everybody to our DJ in the building. What's good, Ron B is in the building.
It's time for commercial.
Everything's good.
Right.
Yeah.
He said,
Sit down.
Sit down. Big Country, what was your weekend like?
My weekend was real chill, man. I hung some curtains. Yeah.
Man, there's so much excitement. Calm down over
hung
there.
some curtains. X came to town. You know, we hung out a little bit. Went to
ex?
yeah.
Full legs or two?
We middle finger. Hung out. No.
I'm just-
And it was like a quick night. Went to a basketball game, so that was pretty cool. Maryland played University of Massachusetts. That was pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah, Maryland.
Marlon.
Yeah.
Marlon.
How do you, that's how you say it,
No,
Maryland.
now you turn to D. That's a DC.
That's
we say
DC said
Merle.
Marlon.
So you turn into a DC
Oh
guy.
man,
That's how you supposed
it's
to say
all,
it,
That's
Pat.
how I always said
Merlin.
Maryland.
Merlin.
Merlin.
Merle.
Yeah, Maryland. How do
You got a little DC slang with it
What's
too.
the
Yeah.
correct
Maryland.
word I'm looking for?
Maryland.
Vernacular for it? How do you
Go ahead,
suppose
How
tell
do you
to
say
say
it,
it?
Miss Traymore? How do you say Maryland?
Mr. President.
Timing is everything.
My man.
You know, I don't think Marilyn Monroe. Was that Marilyn Monroe? Or Marilyn
Yes,
Manson?
I was going to Maryland Monroe.
So you did a good job.
Hey,
Thank you.
No, but this girl, when I was in school, elementary school, she used to say Maryland. Like it's spelled.
And we just
instead
talking
of-
about timing. We were done with that.
we were not done with
But
that.
thank you for the information.
You were done. You still done.
We moved on to Marilyn Monroe, and we were just really. But thank you, though. That was really cute. Hey, Arnold, how was your weekend?
It was bowling.
It was bowling weekend again.
It was bowling. Nah.
Did you roll a 300, bro?
Arnold
No,
bowls every weekend.
I bowls every
he
week,
does.
and I
That's
enjoy
what I
it.
like.
I
That's
enjoy
okay.
it. But they think because I'm married that the only thing I do is bowl. You know what I'm saying? So-
When you first said it was bowl, I thought the ring was gonna come behind it, and you said bowling. So that was with respect to timing.
Right.
That was pretty good.
that was pretty
Because
good.
you
Thank
threw us off. You know, I was going to bowl ring, and then you said bowling. That's okay.
So we're gonna.
He
ask-
was going that way. He just didn't want to sound that way because he is married. He don't want to sleep on the couch tonight.
Okay.
Miss Traymore, at the end of the show, we're gonna need you to grade each one of us on our timing with our comedy.
Hey, but
So
I do
since
say
you're a
one thing
professional-
though.
Okay.
Now
I will do that.
I took my kids to see the movie Peanuts with
Peanuts.
Charlie Brown.
Yes.
Oh man.
I was bowling.
I heard it was so boring. I hate
Good.
to say that.
That
I hate
was
to say
good.
that.
No,
I heard
but-
movie
that
the
was
worst.
But you know
Good.
what happened? Because you know are you a Charlie Brown fan? Charlie Brown fan?
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
now I don't like the way they Snoopy used to be like a cool dog when we were
Right.
coming up, right?
That's right. That's right.
He wasn't pressed to hang with Charlie Brown,
Right.
nothing
No,
like
it was
that. He
not
was
at
like
all.
the man, right?
hung
He
with
was the
bird,
man.
right?
Yeah.
Man, they sort of betrayed him wrong. Had him
Woodstock.
pressing him to go to school, and they tell him, you can't go to school, Snoop, and he get mad and get off. Then he didn't even have his Woodstock and his birds in check. No, he
Man.
had them birds in check at one
Yeah,
time.
he
So I
was
just
a
didn't like the
dog.
way they portrayed Snoop.
Now I used to look forward to the Charlie Brown cartoon every Christmas
Yeah.
time. Did y'all look forward to that?
I never
yeah.
I
look
know
for
you
it.
probably
Not
don't.
anymore.
man.
Not anymore.
I'm sorry.
I said I used
mean,
to. I mean, I don't do it now.
But
I didn't grow up like y'all. I didn't have cable like y'all. You know.
oh,
That's so
did you
sad.
have? Well, he didn't wear shoes till he came to DC.
No, wait a minute, but he's talking like he's older. You don't look like you are,
No.
older.
No,
Younger or older?
No, he doesn't look like he's old enough to be able to say that he didn't
he's
grow
on-
up like you guys.
he's only 27.
I'm thinking, well, maybe the young people now, you couldn't possibly be older than.
No, he's not older. He's younger.
Younger. He's
Yeah, but I mean, you know what? Timing.
We're
No, that's
grading
what
you
I'm
too,
saying.
Miss
When he
Traymore. We're
said
grading you.
he didn't grow up with like you guys did with computers and cables and stuff. Well, what?
It was
what-
geographic. It was
No, I
just-
think what he meant was he didn't grow up with
they
like
just
the
didn't
proper
put power lines out by his
Yeah,
house. Like,
he was like he's from,
they
he's from
didn't-
the deep
my,
country.
where I grew up, we didn't get a sidewalk until 2002. They didn't start putting phone lines in the ground until about 2005. Digital cable. When I first heard of digital cable, I said, "What is digital cable?"
We free. You didn't know?
You see, I was on that old analog cable. That old analog cable you got for a short deal, and then they go up 100.
Aren't you like the youngest person in here?
Oh yeah.
He's a
Oh, so when all that stuff came out, you were like, what?
Yeah.
You know
still
what?
didn't, he still didn't know. He
Still didn't know.
I can tell you some old stuff. Well, I can tell you some stuff. You would be going, that's impossible. No way. No way that they
But
have phone lines.
he missed telling you one important fact.
I'm ready. Here comes the timing. Get ready, y'all. Here we go.
This year, about 3 months ago, he just got a TV.
A TV, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well,
That is true.
What was you always online or something? Or no?
No.
No?
No, he
I don't watch
his
TV.
wall is like white. And he just come on, he just look at it. He just,
He had good
so-
timing. Good time.
Arnold's winning
Arnold?
so far.
Yes. He's,
Oh,
his
whatever.
time
Pastor,
is
what you
late.
do this weekend?
actually I went to a
Bowling.
funeral.
Oh,
Yeah, my aunt passed away, and I took my mother down so she could bury her sister, and so and we came back. I got back like
what's your aunt's
Saturday.
name?
Annie Mae.
Annie
Speaking
Annie
of country,
Mae.
Wow.
because they always had those kind of
They had
names
two
back in
names,
the day.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Everybody
Annie,
had
I think Ronnie's baby
Annie
mother's
Mae.
uncle.
Don't bring up.
I'm going to have to go to church and see him.
Oh, he can preach.
I know this. I'm telling you, the way he answered that question, he started out like I imagined that he would start out his sermon.
Right.
Right.
This weekend I
Well,
went to a funeral.
yes.
I
Yes.
needed my
Yeah.
to know.
Tell him.
Needed my heart to know.
That's
Moved.
well.
We asked you that. Are you one of them hot pastors? Are you?
Oh, all you gotta do is go to his YouTube.
I gotta go see him.
Go to YouTube.
I actually don't do that like that
Dude.
anymore.
I was say no more.
Hold on. Did he say no more?
I was say.
Yeah, because back in the day, I've been preaching for 16 years.
Did you do the broke leg dance? The stomp?
Oh, now you get your Holy Ghost.
Now, I've seen you
Did you
shout
do
in
that?
one of your videos. You a great shouter.
And then you always got a napkin. Don't you always got a
Video.
call for?
Video. I said that. I told somebody this weekend because I like to go to church. I love my church.
Right.
But I was just saying. Now I really want to master the art of shouting, so I put one together. But people say I shouldn't do that. I was like, if I ever hit the spirit, I wanted to show the Lord
That's
a
the
good
same
practice.
dude that
You
got-
ain't wrong.
that you
Kicked
really
out
put
the
yourself
choir.
together.
I put it
Actually, no, it's not wrong. It shouldn't be like you planning on shouting,
He lost his
but
position.
but if you feel really uncomfortable with getting your dance on, I mean, I guess you're practicing a praise.
Right, I want to be prepared. It hasn't hit me yet.
Well, you
to
got-
shout, but one day when it do, I
When
want
it
to
do,
know.
you
I
wanna
want
be-
the Lord to know I'm prepared.
So is it some certain people it's just like an art form. They read it when they hit. I'm just getting it, or let's do it.
Yeah,
Catch a
people who are
feeling.
really good at it. Most times they probably grew up in
they
it.
practice it though, right?
Well,
Yep.
yeah, so they grew up in it and they seen it a whole lot of it. You know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
pal.
So
Have you ever kicked anybody out the choir?
This dude just changed.
probably so.
Yeah, I had to hear
Now,
that.
one good thing about him,
You gotta see
that
where you get-
as
you
a
finish it.
person who does impressions, when I listen to him, he has characteristics that are very unique and different from almost any other pastor that I've met or witnessed or been in in their presence while they're giving up their sermon. And this is totally one of the reasons why I would love to come and hear your word.
Oh, he's awesome.
Because just your whole everything about you. Because I know we joke a lot, and,
Yeah.
all that.
Exactly.
But I'm sitting here and I'm listening to how his voice is twofold.
Oh,
No,
he
really.
sang too.
Okay.
And I'm saying that as a respectful compliment.
Right.
That's
No.
why I will be, and I would recommend anybody want to go and see Pastor Owens with me, or just to go see him. I would love for you guys. Can you tell us where you are so that we can?
He's also single too, by the way.
That was great timing, though.
I just look. I have a couple of friends who just texted me and said, "I'm watching and I'm listening." fellas.
But
Hey,
why
fellas.
is it that the past always?
I know. I gotta give me a pink jacket.
Yeah,
man. I'll give me a pink jacket.
Everywhere we go, the women just flock to him. You know, it's like,
Hey.
Jesus. You know, like
Well, let's call it like
what
you
about-
see it today
it's like- it's-
with this pastor.
What about hardworking men who done work the watermelon fields, know how to lay brakes? I'm good around the
No,
house.
you know what? It's like when we go out, when we hang out with pastors.
No,
you,
but
you
the
know
thing about
story,
it-
you know the story when the woman tried to grab the hem of Jesus' garment because she was bleeding really bad. That's how they be trying to grab him.
I'm good with my hands around the house.
Y'all, ladies, do you hear this gentleman over here? He
You know
said
what
he's
I'm
good with
saying?
his hands around the house. He
Yeah.
said he's good with his hands
around
the house. Let me hear him.
Oh, around the house.
But you gotta understand.
The house.
When we go out with this man, he does not say I'm pastor such and such. He just says
I'm old. I'm old.
Let me take from a
And
female
then-
perspective. Let me tell you why. Y'all see, guys don't pick up on your own swag.
Ooh.
You don't even pick up on your own swag. Look. I'm gonna show you how he's sitting. Look. And then when he talks, is watch this. Watch this. Watch. Look at that. That's swag, man. That's serious swag.
The church is located. The church is located at 7371 Old Alexander Ferry Road, Clinton, Maryland.
And
That's 7371.
Old Alexandria Ferry Road.
Oh,
And y'all know that Pastor, he runs our love and sex and relationship segment, so you're
be
gonna hear
here.
more from him. He's here every Tuesday night. He's the author of Love Rework.
Look at her eyes.
Yeah.
Because I'm proud. You know, it's like a privilege for me to, especially on
Sit
his
beside the
book.
pastor. Oh.
Here's the book.
Yeah.
Love Reworked.
And y'all definitely gotta check him out on YouTube and hear his remake of
I can't wait.
Going
I'm-
Up Yonder. It's awesome. I'm telling
oh, for real?
Really?
You did a remake of that?
Yeah, I remade Going Up Yonder, yeah.
you. He did a good
1975 classic.
For real?
Yep.
job. Tremaine Hawkins.
Yep, Tremaine Hawkins. I did
Can you
it
hit
over
us?
there.
Hit us a little bit
the
of.
song you mean?
Yeah, we did something. Yeah.
Can you do it? Can you do a little bit of?
Oh, no. Definitely not.
And as we do that, we try to move to our segment of
No
you know,
shot,
y'all
zero
know
chance.
we're gonna have communion right after this.
Communion.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
A great
That was
communion.
good. That was
We
good.
got some communion.
That was good.
Dave,
Communion.
before we go to tell everybody about your weekend.
My weekend was bowling.
Good timing. That was good timing.
You see what I'm talking
I
about?
gotta stand up for that one. You put it down.
What you see I'm talking about?
He put it.
You see what I'm saying? Bowling is a good thing, man, but they don't understand though.
I did something this weekend. I was going to tell you, but I can't remember what it was. What did I do?
You bowled.
No, it was something really exciting.
You
Friday.
dropped your daughter off at my house. That's what you did.
I did do that. But
Oh,
I went to the Wizards game. Now, let me tell you this, but we ain't getting sports yet. But I have to give it to my boy Wall. That was a great game. That was one of the best. It was one of them games where
Say-
you like on your feet like
All
this.
right.
My seats was in the 100 section, so it was awesome. It was great.
Okay.
Great.
Say-
I'm just saying it was an exciting game. I was really excited. It was really
What was the score? What was the final score?
The score was 108 to 99, I think, like that. The Wizards won. They beat the Magics. It was a great game.
Right.
Like I've never been to a game besides when I was in college because I was in a band, so you had to get in. This game was intense. I'm telling you, it was exciting. It was a great game. You know?
Wow.
Wall, I'm like his biggest fan now. He's a great guy. At the end of it, he was hugging everybody. He was shaking. No, I'm just saying his spirit, like you really understand.
Mr.
He's become a real
Wall.
DC.
Yes, his spirit was
DC, yeah.
amazing. He was shaking hands,
Whatever.
hugging people.
Let
It
him
was
get a
amazing.
$70 million contract in New York. See what he be. He be a great New Yorker.
Right. Yo, we're going to go into a quick song. We come right back with some hot topics. Yo, give us a call at 202-656-1BAR, and I'll drink it today, too.
You tuned into the open bar.
Yo, welcome back to the Open Bar. Salud!
Salud!
Salud! Yo, of course, my favorite part of the show, we introduce our drink of the day.
Yes.
Yo, and our drink of the day, of course, is no other than the sweet potato pie. It does, actually
Oh,
does
my
taste
It
like
tastes.
Here
It
we
tastes
go.
like sweet potato pie too.
So it's a great, I'd say, holiday drink.
Yeah.
It's something you definitely want to,
Yes.
serve at your next Thanksgiving function. It's made with our choice of Lux Vodka, a shot of Lux Vodka, along with a splash of vanilla extract and Bailey's. Definitely a great drink.
Beautiful.
like it?
Love it.
Nice. I love Bailey's.
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 That's what we talk about.
That's my
Y'all
country
switching
accent.
roles. Yeah, that ain't no country accent. Y'all switching roles now.
Right. Yeah.
You can't can't pronounce stuff now.
I know. I'm
My man
but you don't take. I've
Annapolis.
just noticed that it's not taking much for me to get a little tipsy. Nice, I would say, not tipsy, but anyway, this is a great drink. Y'all like it, yo?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
real nice.
Yes.
I
So
love it.
everybody, toast, our salute moment today goes to none other than the brothers of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated on their Founders Day. Happy Founders Day to those. Your boy Anthony is not here. You didn't answer. Okay, never mind. It was, but don't worry. But anyway, shout out to the brothers of Omega Psi Phi. So hold your drinks in the air. They're gonna get our salute moment today.
That's it.
All right, brothers and
Salute.
Yo.
Arr.
So since we drinking, of course, you can check our shirts out. I'm rocking one. Everybody's rocking one. Pastor's rocking one.
Big Country.
Big Country's rocking one. Ron B's rocking one. Dave rocking actual hood. Yo, you can order these shirts online at openbartuesdays@gmail.com. Part of the proceeds benefit HIV and AIDS awareness. The shirts are 2 for $35. So support
Right.
the cause to be your boss.
That's right.
Know the status. Yo.
What's up?
And of course, we can go right into some hot topics. Are you good with that, Mr.
I'm
Trayvon?
ready. I'm ready. I love hot topics.
Of course,
Love them.
I'll
You gotta
drink.
give us your Wendy Williams doing the hot topic.
You gotta do the. Can you do the Wendy Williams thing?
Bring us in.
Oh, okay. How you doing?
Nice.
Okay. So today we have hot topics. And you know, I don't know. I need to think about this one for a minute because they were talking about when you mentioned HIV/AIDS. Okay, you know.
Right.
When you mentioned that, I immediately thought of Charlie Sheen. I did because he's been in the news.
Right.
He's been in the news.
But he's definitely on our hot topics list today.
Okay, so let's
But
talk about that.
Let's
do
talk
that.
about that.
All right.
Well,
Lord.
of course.
You close your eyes, you think Wendy Williams in the building. What?
Very nice.
Of course, as you know, today he actually came on the Today Show and he admitted that he was HIV positive, and he known for 2 years.
More announced.
He announced today that he's HIV positive.
4 years. Yeah.
He's known for about 4 years.
4
now.
years, yeah.
4 years.
He known since 2011.
But
And
he,
there's a lot of his sexual partners that came out and said that he didn't tell them. And,
He didn't reveal to them.
He didn't reveal to them. I'm thinking, what do you guys think about stuff like that? You think that he probably should be?
he will be. I think he
Well,
gonna have
you
to
know
get
what?
legal counseling.
Well, I mean, his the thing is with him, he said he got tired of paying hush money because he would tell people, and people.
No,
I mean,
we need another name for
that-
hush money. 'Cause
yeah.
he spent $10 million.
yeah, he was. Yes, he
10
was
million.
spent. He
After
was
$2 million,
spending-
I'd be like, y'all tell whoever
I mean,
you
he
want to
worth a
tell.
couple. He worth a
Tell
couple.
everything.
He
After
worth a
10,
couple hundred
after
million.
about 1,000, I say, all right, man, I'm done, man.
You know,
I got it.
And I don't say this to be judgmental. I'm not saying this to be judgmental, but the thing is, he bounces around. We
Right.
see that. We see that. He
Right.
gets around. And I'm not saying anything's wrong with that. I'm just saying if you bounce around that many people and you know you got a problem, of course you're gonna be paying out some
Well,
guap.
but you know the thing is, when word came out, because I think we was talking about it, you're gonna give us a little more insight on it.
Yeah.
But because when word came out, it seemed like when they said he was gonna announce it, everybody like, okay. It's so like they knew. It's kind of soon. It wasn't like it was.
Everybody was like, okay, it was the inedible, unfortunately.
I mean, the thing is, he's like I said, you know, and I don't say this in a judgmental way. He's very vocal. You know, I buy prostitutes. I do this all the time. Do this drug, that drug. People, and it's sad to, you know, you don't want to hear nobody, you know, catch
Right.
Right, right.
illness, but people are looking at it. Well, I mean, dog, yo.
Yeah, it's
Yo,
sort of like
your
it was.
lifestyle. I mean, dog.
Yeah, it was like it wasn't a
just-
surprise.
But how it comes off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm confused because these are grown people that are dealing with him and him
That's
dealing
what I
with
was
them,
gonna
right?
say. So you going?
Don't pay. What happened to protection
Being-
and
being responsible for
condoms
yourself,
and
right?
Well,
all that other good
that's
stuff?
what I'm saying.
What in the world?
Even though they say that's not yours, bro, that's yours. Okay. But I'm just saying, even
in
though.
the world is going on with them not.
But
you
my
know,
thing is, even though he probably should have acknowledged that he had that. But those people chose to sleep with him without protection. You know
that's
what I'm saying?
that's my point.
But and then, so anytime you sleep with somebody without protection, you should automatically in your mind think
Yes,
that
sir.
there is a possibility that you might have HIV
Right.
or AIDS. That person.
Okay,
had
in
it.
fact,
so
yes.
if you chose to do that and then it happens to you, you made that decision on your own. Not saying that, even though it would be nice if someone had it to tell somebody. I
Yeah,
agree
you should tell someone.
is he?
but-
He's not married, right? Was
No,
he
he
married
wasn't.
in the last
Well,
few
well,
years?
I
No.
think it's a way you do it. Like, for instance, this dude having orgy parties and all that type of stuff. You don't have to tell nobody what you're doing in that type of sense. You know what I'm saying? But if you're in a relationship,
It would
where
be
you-
nice if you did, but I'm just saying.
Well, what I'm saying is,
getting
well,
and you
well,
caught
that's
it
the
at an
thing.
orgy party, you should know.
But you have to also use the right language. When you're talking about HIV/AIDS, it's the law. You have to say.
Oh, yeah,
tell
yeah,
somebody.
It's not
Okay.
the law.
It is the law.
You can't.
It
You
is.
can't
That's why,
you can't
'cause
have
he-
sex with somebody
by-
knowing you're
by-
HIV
by
positive.
le- by-
It's not like it's a regular sexually transmitted disease. You don't
You
have
can be
to.
charged.
Yeah,
You can
Like-
be
like-
he
charged.
actually got. He actually have to. He's got legal counseling right now because people are trying to
Extort
press
him.
charges against him.
Is it legal? Is it illegal in the state of California? though? That's the question.
It's actually I wish
I think
the
it's a
legal
federal
it's a
offense.
federal offense.
Wow.
Because it's
Okay.
is considered a death
death.
sentence if you're HIV positive and you sleep with somebody knowing you're HIV positive and you don't inform that person. In some countries, it's an actual death sentence.
yeah.
But it is. But in our country, it's considered. It's against the law because
Yeah.
it is a death
Right.
sentence.
Right.
Not. And I know. And let me retract that because some people will say, "Oh, you can't. You won't die from it." Blah blah blah. Because
Oh, you would if you don't
you
take
would
your
if you don't take care of
Absolutely.
yourself
Yes,
and you don't get
absolutely.
mad.
That's
You can
right.
live with it
Right.
and be
Right.
Another point is like the only thing I was saying was just to clarify. A regular sexually transmitted disease is one thing, but something like HIV/AIDS, which is considered a crime, you have to disclose that. You're supposed to, anyways.
But what I'm saying is, there's a lot of time people make mistakes. Like people go like they say, you went to one of these Charlie Sheen parties and everybody's drinking, they drugging, and people have sex and people make mistakes. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
at an orgy, you
And-
can't talk, can you?
Well, no, yes, I'm saying you don't know. But my thing is, if you're gonna go to these things and you forget who you are, you don't care enough about yourself to say, put some protection on, and you allow this to happen. To me, if I was a part of a party like that and I end up getting that, I would say, I know that it was my fault. I wouldn't blame it
Well,
on.
it really.
You would take responsibility.
I would
so.
take responsibility, so you can't blame it.
You
Even
have
though
to.
this brother did what he did, it was wrong. He should have. But I'm just saying, those people fall who chose
Well,
to do
I-
that.
well,
but
I agree with you on that.
we live in a culture. But let's be real. We live in a culture. Nobody takes accountability for anything.
That's true.
Most people point fingers,
And that's
what they do.
why we got government officials because people don't take responsibilities. That's why we had the law. The law help you take responsibility.
But the law doesn't help you take responsibility because, see, you still pass the buck, you pass blame.
No, you still
So-
get in trouble.
No, because, see, first of all, it's like this, right? Saying if he didn't tell anybody, you had a party, right? And then some people, just to say that he gave it to several people, but they had sex with several people. They don't know who to look to, and the other people that they had sex with, they don't know where they got it from. So you can't say who's to blame.
But what we saying, if you knew you had it and you,
But
and you
but even still, if you
no,
know
if you knew
had
you
it,
had it and you gave it to somebody, you responsible. The
No,
blame is on
right,
you.
fellas.
No, it's
Let's-
not.
fellas,
because
let's go to
it's
a-
just like if you commit a crime, you get. I mean, you.
Bad example already.
No,
Bad
no,
timing.
No.
No, go ahead.
No, if you commit a crime, you know you did wrong, but you didn't get caught doing it. It's still it can go. The blame can go on someone else.
Yo, on that note, we're gonna go straight to a
I
call.
don't get
Caller,
you,
what's
bro.
your name? Where you calling from?
I don't get you on that.
Caller,
What's up? This is Crystal.
Crystal, what's up, girl?
What's up, Chris?
I'm calling in because my girl is there. Hey, Sylvia.
Crystal.
So why you didn't call last week, Chris?
She was here last
What
week.
was
Okay, I knew
that? Yeah, I was there last week.
Hi, Crystal.
So, Crystal, what do you think about the whole Charlie Sheen situation?
Well, it was very 80s, reminiscent 80s. Remember when Magic Johnson gave his little press conference? Didn't it seem kind of 80s?
Who gave that press conference?
That was
HIV?
90.
Magic
That was
Johnson.
92. Magic
Okay,
Johnson
Okay,
gave it.
my bad. 90s. I mean, I'm getting old, but kind of
She called
reminiscent
you an
of
ass.
that time. Who still goes on TV and announce they got HIV?
Charlie
Sounds
Sheen.
weird, but yeah, but still, I mean, it's so old.
Oh.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I would like to know what
I just
prompted
want-
that. I would like to know what brought that on for him to make a decision.
He it basically, and he kind of somewhat admitted to this. Someone was trying to extort him. He basically called in a prostitute. He admitted it.
Thank you for calling, Crystal. Love
She
you.
took a picture of the medication and was like, "Pay me." Not literally like that cut and dry,
Right,
but
I get
and
it.
he said he got tired because people that he was close to, who he told that he basically had this disease, they were starting to extort him. That's why he said he had paid up upwards of
$10
$10
million.
million, upwards of $10 million
Goodness.
over a course of 4 years. And let's be real, the man is worth what, a couple of hundred.
I was gonna
anyway.
say, how much is he worth right now?
He's worth a couple hundred.
Yeah,
not a couple hundred.
No,
he probably is. He was getting like $2 million an episode off
Yeah,
his
off the
comedy
show.
his comedy show, he was getting like $2 million an episode.
$2.5
On top of-
million.
$2.5 million. And when he went on comedy tour, even though I'm not gonna say, let's just keep the fucking real. He sucks. I mean, who the hell wants to go see him stand up anyway? But he was getting upwards of $1 million a show. No comedian is getting that right now. Charlie Sheen.
Well,
When he did his comedy tour, he was getting $1 million a show.
What did you find?
But
What you
I
mean
still- I
comedy
still
show?
don't
He
think
was
he's
doing
worth
that with his
$200 million.
episode.
Dr. Ricardo Washington just sent me a note, and he said it's a felony crime in California not to disclose your HIV positive results. It is not a federal crime. It's a felony crime in the state of California.
That's probably in all the local states and jurisdictions. Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Charlie Sheen is worth 150 million.
Oh, that's
Wow.
what's up.
Close to 200 million. Y'all was close though.
So, well, that's what's up. We're gonna move on to some more hot topics.
Yeah,
yo.
let's keep it moving.
But good luck. We're definitely gonna keep an eye out on this whole situation, see how it bears out.
Shout out to Charlie Sheen for not being extorted anymore and
Right.
coming
I'm
clean.
happy for him.
He
But,
came
And
in
thank you,
clean.
Live your
Dr.
truth.
Washington, for sending me that information. Thank
Thanks,
you for
Dr.
watching.
Appreciate
Dr.
it.
Washington.
Now,
Dr.
I want to give a shout out. Of course, our drink today, of course, was a sweet potato pie. Really a good drink. And today, of course, Patti LaBelle sold them pies out
Yes.
at Walmart. She sold over 2.3. She sold like $2.3 million.
What's the
worth
price
pies.
of them right now?
They're $3.48
Oh,
a pie,
shit.
something like that.
Yeah,
What
340.
would she get? What, 50 cents off each pie? How much you think she made?
No, she got. I mean, she probably.
But are they really her recipe or is it?
Probably not.
Her name, just putting her name on it.
Yeah.
Well, of course, the one guy, I don't know, I forget his name. He did this video where he every time he ate the pie, he turned into Patti LaBelle.
Oh.
And that video,
Oh,
man,
I saw that.
I said that.
man. I shake my head on that one right
Hey,
there.
but,
I thought it was hilarious.
what y'all won't know, and what y'all probably won't believe is this:
You what?
those pies been out for over a year.
so they just put Patty's name picture on it.
No, Patty's had
Patty
those
Pell.
pies out.
Was she
for
just
over
trying to
a
deal with Walmart?
So that
helped-
guy-
the guy helped her.
That guy who did the video made those pies popular
Well,
again.
you know what? I'm not gonna lie. When I saw that video,
you wanted to
I
go
said
try
I
the
wanted
pie.
to go try the pie. I really
Yeah,
did.
that's because all the Steve Harvey, everybody was posting all about that viral look.
Yeah, but the dude made the video. His video went viral, and I think he did. I think because Patty called him. I mean,
Yes, she did.
Yeah,
to
she
actually
thanked
thank
him.
him.
And you know what, guys? I got tickled because I said, now, as a kid, I remember growing up singing patty cake, baker's man. So now it's patty pie. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Hey,
I
can we?
got a whole little song
Right.
I'm going to put on YouTube.
Right.
You gonna
Hey,
put on YouTube?
right. Hey,
But
can we?
wait a minute, speaking of this drink, Bill Cosby ain't nowhere around there.
Nah, that was last week. That was last. Hey, speaking of shout outs, we just want to shout out Shaniqua Slade. She's listening to the show, and it's her birthday. Her birthday was yesterday, I
Happy
believe.
birthday,
Happy
Shaniqua.
So we
birthday,
wish her happy
Shaniqua.
birthday.
Happy birthday, baby.
Thanks
We
for
gonna drink
listening.
it. Salute to you, girl. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Sorry. Yo, but them pies, it's amazing because even so, do y'all think that she owed that big guy some money? Because her pies sold $2.3
Right. We just had that conversation last
I
week.
don't think she
No.
is
Right.
obligated to pay him. I
Right.
think it would be a wonderful gesture.
I invite him
if
to a
she
show.
Did that.
But just,
Give
If
him a
but I
job
don't
or
think
something.
she owes him because she didn't hire him to do it or any of that.
right, he
but
did that.
as knowing Patty, she's going to do something spectacular. for
She
him. And I
called
think
him.
he deserves it. I
She
really
did
do.
call him.
Yeah.
That's just like somebody.
First of all, the thing about it is with him, it may generate him some type of income.
She helped them.
Yeah.
But you, in other words, if you was already famous, you got to know your worth.
Right.
So you got to know what your value is. You just don't put out any and everything for free.
Right.
There you
I
go.
agree. That's a
She
good
could
point.
carry. I mean,
Seriously.
she goes on
Yeah,
tours.
I'm sure he's gonna
She
get some
goes on
free
tours.
tickets.
Yeah, she wouldn't pay him. It's just like we talked about last week when you buy a girl a drink. Thank you, and keep it moving. Bad time. Bad time.
That's why I don't buy them.
You don't buy- you don't let him-
These hoes ain't loyal.
Hell, Lord. Oh man, I had one. I had
my
one the
God.
other night. I'm sorry. I have a luscious dating life. You know.
Hey, I'm a happy married man.
I
What you
have a
talking
luscious
about?
dating
It's
life.
not a bowling life.
Yeah, it's not a bowling life.
You
to dinner every evening.
You get a pie. You get a pie.
What is with a lot of these young ladies? You at the bar, you chilling, whatever. How about you buy me a drink? Like, well, damn. What can I get to know you a little bit? You know,
You gotta know somebody to get him a drink.
Yeah, man.
All right, next.
Can I get to know you a little bit? I know.
First of all, I'm spending money on you and I don't even know your name.
Yeah.
Who cares when you
No. I could tell.
drink
I could
will
tell
get you
you
a
was a sucker. I could tell you was a sucker because one. My thing is,
Honest not being a sucker, man. It sounds like y'all might be on the cheap side.
Yeah, you cheap, but
A
you
drink
never
is
get
not
the
Conservative.
no.
It's not about being conservative on $12, but you just don't go away giving your money just because somebody's
a drink, man. It's not that
Because-
serious.
Hold
It's a
on.
drink.
Hold on. Every person that comes up to you and say, "Do you got any spare change?" Do you give it to them?
Hell no.
All right then. It's just the same way every female.
But if
I'm
she
a
got her
club,
titties
you
out,
can't
she
give
get a
her-
drink.
Can I
Y'all don't give money
let me
to
just say
every
this. Let me just say
person
this.
that
I'm not.
Pat,
Hold on.
Pastor, what you tell
Let
them?
me say
The
this.
exchange for sex is sex. Nothing else.
No.
Hold on.
But Dave,
Let me
that's
say this. Let me
true.
say this.
Your statement though, Dave. If I
say
have
this.
if I
I'm
have
not-
cash on me, I give it to.
I'm
If
not-
I have a homeless person, they ask me, I give it to them.
I'm not a cheap dude. I'm not. By no stretch of imagination.
Sound like it.
I'm not.
Yes, you
No,
are.
I'm not.
You
a
just
cheap
got a
dude.
TV. You
I'm
cheap
not a
about
cheap
it.
dude. My thing is this.
And that shirt
If I'm
shows
sitting
it
there,
all.
if I'm sitting there talking to you, blah blah
He-
blah.
he
let
shops
me
everywhere from
offer
Costco's.
Let me offer to buy you a drink. Don't be like, well, how about you
Now,
buy me a drink? Don't just
I
come
know
up.
what? That's a
go-
good
let me-
point.
That's
That's a
Let
good
me-
point.
from that
let-
school too.
that-
You know
thank
what
you.
I'm saying?
I mean, that's
Seriously.
sensible.
No,
Let me
I'm from
offer
that
you.
school.
Well, big
to buy
country,
a
big
drink.
country. Are you saying they come up to you and they be like, "Can you buy me a drink?" After you
There's
haven't
one
spoke
word
to 'em?
exchange, blah blah blah, and
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you might not even be
All right,
the
now that's
dominant-
different.
That changes
you
the
might not-
dynamic.
You might
That
not
changes
even be the dominant person.
That's
in the
rude.
conversation.
But that ain't what he
Yeah.
said at
Why don't
first.
you buy
No,
me a drink? You
No,
pick
but
up the
he
50
was
cent.
giving you a short form. But see, like before, back in the day, before everybody started on the Bill Cosby thing, you used to send a woman a drink. You know what I'm saying?
We talked about that.
and you know what I'm saying? That's the way it should be done. Not someone coming to ask you for something.
No, but he said he gonna send her a drink, but he don't know her name.
But
so what's
you
the
know what I
point?
think?
No,
issue is a lot of
no.
women
But I'm
feel
saying
just because-
he's attracted to her,
Right.
but he may not be attracted
But
to the
this
one
is- this
that's
the
coming
thing.
up to him and he's giving conversation to. You know what
Don't
I'm saying?
buy her
I
a
think
drink.
that a lot of
That's
women.
different.
I
But
think
she
it's
asking
rude.
for it.
I think it's rude, like
no,
you
don't
said. If a
ask.
woman come up,
Don't
That's what
ask.
she's asking.
if a woman come up to me and she just be like, "Buy me a drink," but
Yeah.
are you saying that y'all didn't have a conversation, anything?
Yeah,
Big
you
country?
don't ask.
Big country.
Just
So
like a
they-
man shouldn't ask for
They
sex.
didn't have a conversation. Or anything.
No, it's like this. I'm with her. Woman number one. I'm focused in you. Let me offer you to buy a drink. Now, if you come
Did
up
y'all
to
have a
me-
conversation prior?
It wasn't even a long enough conversation for me to even get her damn.
But she
name.
did speak to you
Well,
for a
then,
while.
how about you get this drink for me?
See, we hearing more.
I mean, you drinking while I can't drink.
Right.
That's what she
You know what I'm
think.
saying?
Exactly.
Let the,
You came in here on your own dime, so buy your own drink.
What has happened?
It was- Excuse me, it was ladies' night.
Yeah, ladies. I'm with it.
Well, no, it's that I think that the different types of guys and then the different types of
And
of
then
ladies.
there's country.
There are guys who, if you ask a guy to buy you a drink, he's whatever, he'll just buy it. Then you have women like myself. I don't drink, so I'm not. You can give me a soda, but
You tearing that sweet potato pie up, though.
I don't drink.
Hey, look. She said I don't drink, but
I don't drink.
She
but I'm just
taking
saying.
it down.
It's some guys that want to know,
Right.
something.
Well,
Go ahead.
that's how, yo.
And put
we're
it-
gonna go into a quick song. We come right back. We're gonna we're gonna get into the lifestyle of Miss Sylvia Traymore, and I want to know. I really want to know, even though she's dead. But you, last time you were here, you were gonna. No. Finish this. Even though she's dead, I'm talking about the wonderful, beautiful Miss Whitney Houston. Before we left, before you were here the last time, you were gonna tell us something about a story backstage that happened that was kind of juicy and spicy. Can you remember that?
you said you was gonna come back and tell
come back
us.
and tell us.
I can't tell that story.
Oh,
You know what? I was going to put it in the. You know what? Let's do the song. We'll come back.
We'll
and
come right
talk
back.
about
Give
it.
us a call at 202-656-1BAR. We're here live with Miss Sylvia Traymore. Salute. Back to the open bars.
salute.
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 Salute. Of course, our drink today was no other than a sweet potato pie. Sweet potato pie is a great drink made with our choice of Lux vodka, along with a shot of vanilla abstract and a couple of shots of Belly.
Somewhere
Definitely great.
over the rainbow.
Sorry, my bad. But anyway, Oh yeah, don't
Sweet
forget
potato
to
pie is definitely kicking in.
right.
When you call me,
When you've been blessed. Go ahead.
feels like heaven.
What's up with the shirts, country?
Shirts, baby, you can get 2 for $35.
Talking to Mike so they can hear
Talking
you.
to Mike.
For $35 right now. Part of the proceeds go to support Shaw University and Country Bastard Wear LLC. It's coming. Tell you, it's coming. Fall 2016.
Country Bastard edition.
Country Bastard Wear.
Well, and also proceeds going towards the HIV and AIDS awareness. Support the cause with the boss. Definitely know your status, yo. Great shirt. You like our shirts?
I love them.
I can't wait to get you
absolutely
in one.
love them.
We want
They're
you to
very
wear
nice.
one because you like, you know, you. I don't know your age. I don't know if you're in your 40s.
See, that's why I love the Austin Brothers. Love 'em.
We
Who you love the
too.
best? Who you
Who I
love
love
the
the
best?
best?
Yeah.
Patty. No, oh my God.
You know, we've been doing that since we was young.
Right. But I want to say I'm so glad you're here on the show. We are so honored to have you.
Yes.
You know,
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
Toast
you.
it up.
Let me
Toast
give
it
a
up.
little bit
Thank
of your history.
Okay.
Of course, you were one of the original. Actually, you were the first black person, I want to say,
Black
who was
female.
black
Impression.
female
Yes.
to be a writer on Saturday Night Live.
Correct.
You did a great thing. You also you hosted the roast for, was it Red Fox?
Muhammad
Ali. I'm sorry, you hosted that
Yes.
back in the, we ain't gonna say it again.
70s, 1979, because they're about to release it as a movie, so I need to.
You know what? You were sexy on that video too. I saw that video on
you.
YouTube. Very
Hold
sexy.
on.
I like that. I like that big hoop. That little
Chinese.
that thing.
Oh,
that was
man.
kind of hot.
Yeah,
that
it
was
was-
you.
Classic days.
Classic days.
Hold on,
And
what-
also
what- you
you
gotta-
hold on. We also you are a book author. You are a motivational speaker. You just known all through DC. And of course you were managed by Red Fox himself. He was your original manager.
My first manager. Yeah.
Right. So what's going on? Welcome to the open bar. Welcome
Yes.
back.
Thank you. Oh my goodness gracious alive. This is my second time here.
Right.
Yes.
You guys.
Well, this is your
and
first time in
my
the
first time
harbor.
on the harbor.
In
Let
the
me-
harbor.
Let me congratulate you guys first of all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This place is phenomenal, folks. I actually periscoped earlier, and I walked through to show my audience the studio, and I was just
were
delighted.
floored. You were?
Just yes.
Wow.
And let me say something about the introduction. First of all, thank you very much. That was a very nice, very cool introduction.
But
It's
I'm
no,
just
there's
kidding.
no
I'm just
but.
kidding.
There's an and. There's an and on it. There's a few things. First of all, I am the subject of a documentary which starts filming.
Yes.
Thursday. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I want to say hello to all my Divine Voice folks out there who will be here Thursday, starting the taping down at the NABSE. I am performing at the National Alliance of Black Scholars and Educators. They got about 6,000 people in town for that. So you guys are coming out. Well, actually, I think the show is sold out.
I know, boy.
We're
We can fit them, invite them here. They can have
Yeah.
it up here. We can do it.
Strip
you know.
clubs gonna be off the hook that weekend.
Black people in power in strip clubs. You know. We
House
sorry,
is
Miss
gearing
Trayvon.
up.
I'm
The
sorry.
house is gearing
Miss
up.
Trayvon, we
going
kind
back.
of
We
ignorant
coming back.
sometimes.
We
You have
coming
to
back.
I
forgive
think that's this patty pie drink.
That's the
that we got
sweet
in
pie.
there.
Hey, I want to
First
give.
of all,
I want to give a
You
shout.
know, Adidas sweatsuits will be sold out this weekend.
Oh, okay. I done missed something. What I miss? What I miss?
It's timing. It's timing. But Miss Traymore,
That
I
was
want
good
to talk
timing,
before we get to really deep into your career. I really want to know. Now you opened up with you used to open up for Whitney Houston,
I
right?
toured with Whitney. We
Wow,
did
you toured with Whitney.
20-some cities together. Yeah, she picked me.
Well, wasn't she a beautiful person? What was she like?
You know what? Whitney Houston is somebody I wish that most people knew the Whitney that the media does not project.
We saw it on Being Bobby Brown.
Well, no, that's after she had. I know the Whitney pre
That was
Bobby
wrong.
Brown,
That was wrong.
and I really like take up a lot for Whitney because I
She was
knew
beautiful.
Whitney.
She got a
before
bad rap with the
fiancé.
media, you believe?
She did absolutely.
did.
So now, when you was with her though, that's her first. Was that her first tour? Like,
I think it was when she was getting all of her Grammys and stuff. She had done her new album. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody.
Hey.
yeah,
I wanna
wanna
feel
feel
the
the heat with somebody.
That was just coming out, and she was just the biggest thing in the entertainment
Wow.
industry.
Was she saying "Hail to the Nod" then? She wasn't
No,
saying that?
no,
Okay.
she
You want to know?
Okay.
You know, all that stuff evolved. This was 1986. There was nobody on the show but the two of us. I opened and she closed.
Now,
That's something.
was she married to Bobby then?
No.
No,
Not married to Bobby.
No, this is
So-
pre all of those
Yeah, it was
things.
pre
This
all-
is
oh, yeah,
before
that's right, 'cause
all
she
the
met
drama
after.
came out.
This
Right.
was-
She didn't marry Bobby till the shoot.
No, this is when Whitney became Whitney.
Whitney,
right?
yeah.
Whitney was
She was
beautiful.
like
She
super
was
mega
young.
star.
She was like
Right.
in her mid-20s.
Teens, right?
Now, what,
So
what
what
was
was
some of the
funny?
conversations you had with Whitney, like backstage or something like that?
Or tell us how. I love the story of how you actually came on tour and when she came to you and she was like, "Tell that story." You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
that
Well,
was amazing.
It's in the book. But anyway, no, actually, there's a guy in Washington, D.C. His name is Andy Evans. I hope he's watching. Andy was actually scheduled to open for Whitney Houston. He thought the show was on a Saturday night when, in fact, it was on a Friday night. So, of course, he went on did his thing on Friday. So, Dimensions Unlimited. Actually, it was
Dumbass.
Gramercy
Sorry.
Productions. They're like a derivative of Dimensions Unlimited, which happened to be the biggest.
right.
You know,
Promoting-
yeah, they were.
promoting-
Oh my God!
Yeah.
And they used to give me a lot of work. I did work with your girl Jennifer Holiday. You know, they brought me in for Shaka Khan, Stephanie Mills. Yes, and so they said, Sylvia, can you get down to the Warner Theater? Whitney Houston's in town, and we need an opening act. Wow. Now this is 20 minutes to 8, or somewhere in that neighborhood, about 20 minutes. And they said, if you can get down here in time for that 8 o'clock show,
You open.
you know, we'll give you a tip. We'll tip you.
That's it.
Well, that was good enough for me. Would you know, we're talking
Well,
with
yeah,
Houston
I
at the
agree.
Warner Theater. I'm on my way.
That's
You
gonna make
know,
the resume good. Right?
so they were paying me, but they were going to give me a tip if I could be on that stage around that 8 o'clock hour. At 8:03, after I had taken all my rollers out in my taxi cab, practically got dressed. 8:03, I was walking out on the stage.
Ooh, Whitney. Oh wow.
And it was like maybe after 3 standing ovations, because back then I was on a plethora of people. Tina Turner was the highlight of my act. I did Tina Turner two
Ooh,
and
can
three
we hear
times
that?
a night.
Can we hear that?
No, you guys see Tina Turner. I got some shows coming up. You guys have to come and see.
Oh, I'm there.
Definitely
I'm there. I can't
come
wait.
to the
You
show.
know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's like Dr. Washington, you need to call in so we can talk about your show.
Wow.
And I would open with thank you. It was Andy missed opening up on that night, and I'm trying to see like 5 things at one time. I'm watching them show my book. I'm watching them talk. I love all this. At any rate, so Andy missed the show, and Whitney said to me, she said, "So Sylvia, when I go on tour."
Thanks, Big Country, though. That was great. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Go ahead.
She said she told me when she goes on tour, she's going to take me with her.
Whitney
I
said
was-
that.
Yes, and
But how did she do it? Give us
Yeah,
her voice.
give us her
oh
voice.
well,
know
you
you got
know,
her voice.
y'all got to come. I keep telling you, certain impressions I have to wait because I do a whole thing on Whitney and being in heaven.
Oh,
I have. I think you'll really like that.
Well, I'd love to hear.
It's
Is it
called
fast?
Jelly Beans from Heaven.
Oh,
Jelly
And
beans from
it's
heaven.
Jelly Beans from Heaven. And what happens is I have this thing. It's just a show. You know, it's something that I made up. God, I believe, gave me this story because it's so wonderful. But it's about what happens when you arrive in heaven.
Sure.
So I think this is just my projection of what happens when you get to heaven. That God assigns us mentors to show us around heaven and let us, So Whitney's mentor is Lena Horne. Now, mind you, I do all these voices.
She's fine.
That we've run into Etta James. Well, they run into Etta James. I ain't.
Switch that up,
I
huh?
heard up here. Fix that. So they run into Etta James. They see Billie Holiday. They see all these legends. They see Sarah Vaughan. They see what's her name? Etta James.
Etta James, yeah.
And they see Ella Fitzgerald, who tells you how rap music got to be. What it is, because she tells you that scatting is rapping and rapping is scatting, chop bop, scatting is rapping.
Skip it up, bop, bop.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I just loved them. But anyway, God gives her this big concert when she arrives, and Mahalia Jackson is the headliner. So so I do all of these voices.
you do all these voices.
All of the voices.
Jelly beans from
So-
heaven.
Come on, just
Jelly
give us-
beans from heaven.
you
But
can't
let me
give
tell you
us
about the
very
jelly
nice.
beans, because I know we're gonna be. There's trillions of jelly beans everywhere. There's trillions. They're all over. And the human eye can't even see all these jelly beans. You have to be in heaven in order to see them.
Right.
Because God gives you all this extra stuff when you get up to heaven.
Right.
So Whitney's like, Miss Lena, what's with all these jelly beans?
No weed was there though.
None.
Okay.
And
He's none.
hurry up and say that because I got some. I just found I got a whole bunch of my church folks tuning in right now. So I got it really.
No weed.
So there we are with all these trillions of jelly beans, and Lena Horne says to Whitney, she's like, "Oh baby, you don't know about the jelly beans in heaven? Nobody told you."
Yeah.
And what happens is every single jelly bean.
like
Sound
Lena Horne.
just like it.
I do all the voices.
What was
Like,
that?
I love it. I
That
love
was
it.
Lena Horne.
That was no.
Lena
She
Horne.
sounded like what was the role when she? No, it was the old movie I watched.
Oh,
The
Lena
Wiz,
Horne, but she
the
did
Wiz,
the Wiz.
maybe.
No, the one when the guy he had to sign his name with the X.
Oh,
And,
anyway, because I gotta hurry and tell y'all the story.
Yeah, yeah,
I
go
know
ahead.
We're gonna be in time. And I wanted the pastor to hear this. Each jelly bean. I'm giving away my story, but it's okay, y'all. Mafama. We're gonna talk about Mafama in a minute. I'm gonna tell y'all gonna see what. Each jelly bean in heaven, each one of them,
Right.
represents a prayer request.
Wow.
So there's trillions of these jelly beans, and
My,
God
my,
knows
my.
what every single one of them is.
My.
So one of the jobs that he assigns people is they can pick out colored jelly beans that they want to drop down to heaven to bless somebody.
And this is Whitney.
No, this is
This is in general how it works.
general.
General
This
how
is
it
general.
works.
Metaphorically how
So
it
they
works.
show Whitney how it's done.
Oh wow.
So Lena said, "Come here. Let me see. You see that lady down there? That's Miss Wanda. She's been suffering with cancer, breast cancer, for 3 months.
My.
They pick up a pink jelly bean
Right.
and they drop it down on Miss Wanda, and miraculously,
She lose cancer.
it's gone.
She gets healed.
My.
Pretty amazing.
It is, and the story about the golden jelly beans is mind blowing. So
Wow.
you guys
we
have to
got, we
come
coming
out
to the show.
and-
When are you performing? When, so
Okay.
When,
Oh my. He's down on the mic. He's down on the
No,
mic.
we don't went all the way over to the left.
but you know-
we don't went over to
Even
But
though
you know,
our
I'm
executive
looking at
producer
that-
was not on the mic.
He wasn't on the
That's
mic.
an
Executive
alpha
producer
for you.
wasn't
On the mic.
But
He
you
said
know-
it was their go-to
But
shot.
you know,
But-
speaking of the jelly bean, seems like that's gonna be a good play segment for a movie or something like that. You right?
That'd be
You
a
know
great
what
movie.
we're doing? We're taking it because
actor, by
in this particular segment of my show is so much history that I've gone in front of a couple of the HBCUs and they sit there in awe because they're learning stuff. You know, I tell them when I talk about Ella Fitzgerald being the scatting queen and how it correlates with hip hop.
Right.
That's like, and then you know, I mixed the two, hip hop and the scatting together. You know, they're like, wow.
Right.
So,
Well, you know, we want everybody. You definitely have to come check this show out. Give us a call at 202-656-1BAR. If you're just listening, we're just talking to the phenomenal Miss Sylvia Traymore. It's
now
in
with
the building.
respect with my next show. Well, this weekend, I mean, day after tomorrow. Actually, I'm doing the NABSE, but I think that's sold out.
Oh,
My next show is at the Omni Shoreham
you booked, baby.
with
you
the
booked.
group. Oh, and this one, this show here, it's from a group called Mafama, Mafama.
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 Not your mama, but
It's
Mafama.
Mafama.
Okay.
Mafama.
Motherfucker.
And it's a good, y'all just, They are holding an incredible presentation of a talent expo. They have all this good stuff going on during the day. You can go to their website
What's
at
that?
mafama.com.
Mafama.
Mafama.
How you spell that?
Mafama. Mafama.
Mafama.
And I try to be a little serious with this group because it's almost like a black tie. It's not black tie formal or anything like that, but it's come dressed to impress.
Oh wow.
So it's one of those events. They actually have limousines picking people up.
So people like me ain't allowed.
No.
You guys are loud.
You're loud.
I can already see. You remind me of if you put on your black suit, your tie. What's his name? The Love and Basketball guy. What's his name?
Omar.
Oh my! Soon as I walked in, I said they go.
I've
Omar
been saying
Epps.
that too. I always
He
tell. I
is
told him
there.
that before. He looked like Omar.
Omar Epps. And
But
we
you know
got
what, before-
Lucius Lyons right
Definitely,
here
that's-
with no question.
Oh, you know, unfortunately with a 44 waist, but that is the good Lucius life.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn.
Why is this dude checking my weight?
I'm just saying, Lucius is a
Awkward.
32, you a 44.
It is awkward.
But it's all
Now-
good. But before we move on, we still want to talk because we definitely want to hear more about your book and things. I know you don't want to give a lot what's going on in your book. A lot of stuff you want to talk about is in the book, so you want people to buy the book. But we still want to know. Now you still work with Whitney when she got married with Bobby, right?
No, I was gone.
You were gone by then.
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't keep in touch with her?
Yeah,
at all.
I kept up a little bit, not much. By the time, I would talk with Whitney maybe 3 or 4 times a year.
Oh wow.
You know, after we left off tour, she's busy. You know, I'm busy.
That's
She-
what. See,
we're
that's the
busy
thing.
every
What was
week.
like a conversation like with?
That's what I want to
Whitney
know.
Houston?
Like, what was your last conversation with her?
God,
Did you meet Bobby Christina?
No,
I did meet Bobby Christine because she and Whitney and I had our babies around the same time.
Oh, you did.
I
Oh.
have Michelle and she had Bobby Christina. So
So when you found
Yeah.
out that Bobby Christina died, were you? How did you?
you know
feel?
that whole Whitney Houston death, Bobby Christina death was just. I think it was just devastating for everybody.
Yeah, it
It's
was.
just so unfortunate, just so tragic and sad. It's
Unexpected,
just so
Right.
just all of that.
So what do you think about the accusations that that they pretty much that what's that Bobby Brown's sister is saying
What's the accusation?
that pretty much that she was killed, that she think that they were murdered by the boyfriend, and the boyfriend was working with the aunt. Did y'all hear that?
No, I didn't hear that
I
one.
heard that. I mean,
that's a deep
I heard
conspiracy,
that,
really.
but
I
my
never
thing
heard
is,
that
my
one.
thing
What?
is, when people are in pain, they're
Yes.
willing, not willing, but they're going to do and believe anything, you know, to alleviate, you know, what might have happened, what might have been the
I
issue,
agree.
and you know,
Because
people,
the
people
boyfriend-
people looking for so
Illuminati.
many people to blame for Whitney's death, but you know, people also have to take in consideration, you know, it's sad to say this, but I don't want to make it seem like it is what it is. Death isn't funny. Death is, I mean, it's a very serious. It was very tragic. But people don't need to blame other people for a situation like that. Ultimately, what is it we said earlier? We're whole. You know, everybody got to be accountable for.
But
their
the
own
son, and the boyfriend weren't even present when Whitney died in the tub, right?
You talk about
No,
but they talk about Bobby
no,
Christina
but people
though,
looking
Jeff.
for people to blame.
But no, he
He
said
talk
that,
about Bobby
that
Christina death though. He probably
you said killed
misquote.
both of them.
I mean, that's just a theory that. Well, if you what
He's
she
working
said,
with the aunt and
well, because she think that the aunt was.
But nobody, I know the aunt wasn't there when Whitney passed away.
I'm personally.
Did you meet the aunt before? By the way.
No,
You
I
ever
know her
met?
husband. I
You know her
Gary.
husband. You know Gary.
'Cause Gary was singing with Whitney when we.
What
were
about
Right.
Whitney's best friend at the time?
Yeah. How was she?
How
What
was
was she
she?
like? The
Come on,
ma-
Robin.
Robin. How was that?
Robin was a super cool person.
She was.
She is a super cool person.
So when you hear the rumors that they tried to say that Robin and Whitney were in a love relationship, how do you feel about
I
that?
just pass all of that stuff on.
So you don't think it was true?
Let me put it this way. Whitney Houston gave me an incredible opportunity.
Good way
She
to get
gave me
out
one
of it.
of the an opportunity of a lifetime. Right. Really. I mean, just to be able to say
Right.
that I toured with Whitney,
Whitney
Houston,
Houston.
is huge.
It is.
I'd feel like a fool trying to belittle anything about her.
Right.
Or any
And
of
we
that.
Okay,
shouldn't.
well, let's-
Whitney
let's-
was
really
definitely
would.
All right, let's
phenomenal.
move
And I know all of
I
that
got you,
sells.
Steve.
Yeah, let's
papers
move
and
for
all this
Whitney
other
then.
stuff. Okay.
So
Let's
tell
talk
us
about Saturday Night
let's
Live.
tell us about Yeah, good question. That's where I
there
was
we
going
go.
with it.
Now you guys know I was a baby when I consider myself a baby in my 20s. I was a
Still a
baby.
baby. Which is
that was
right.
a point.
You
Oh,
ain't
yeah, well,
seasoned
I'm-
like me.
Yeah, so tell us about your Saturday Night Live. Like,
Well, you know the whole
how'd that come about?
right.
The whole Saturday Night Live thing came about from the Muhammad Ali roast.
Oh,
That was another incredible blessing. It was like when they first announced, I was living in New York City,
Right.
and they announced that Muhammad Ali was coming to town
Right.
to be roasted.
Okay.
Now you guys have to remember, this is Muhammad Ali,
He was big.
the
biggest thing out there.
man in the world. They wrote so many books about Muhammad Ali. The only other person they wrote more books about is Jesus Christ. Now that's how powerful and huge Muhammad Ali was.
Nobody
He
is.
was the heavyweight champion of the world. He was everything.
Right.
And he was coming to New York
Right.
to be roasted at the legendary Apollo Theater by some of the greatest names in the world. I had to be on that show.
Wow.
Now I don't know how this was going to happen,
Red
but
Fox,
Sylvia
Richard
Tremor
Pryor.
was going on that show.
That's
Richard
what's up.
Pryor,
So
Red Fox.
Richard Pryor was hosting. He was supposed to host. So now you got Dick Gregory. You've got
All the old
just,
school
I mean, yeah, you
comedians.
can even football players. Fred Williamson. What's his name? It's just a
OJ.
Jim Brown. Yeah, Jim Brown was. Yeah.
OJ
No, I don't. No, OJ wasn't that in it.
could have been. But see, but OJ wasn't a bad person then though.
At the time,
But OJ
was
wasn't. OJ was nothing at this point.
He was
in time.
nothing
Yeah,
at
he
that
was.
time.
Was he even?
No, he
playing
was
then?
in college or
Yeah,
something.
He was
Yeah,
somewhere
he
in
was.
college. We're talking 1979.
OJ wasn't playing.
I had
was in
to
college.
crash the show. I was determined to crash the show. I
OJ
was
was
going to
in the
dress
pros.
up like a black Ruth Bussey.
Ruth Bussey.
Ruth Bussey was from a show called Laugh-In.
Okay.
It was something like Saturday Night Live. But it was,
Okay.
At the time, Saturday Night Live was only like 3 or 4 years old.
Oh.
So, come to find out, Richard Pryor couldn't host.
Oh wow.
So they had to find a new host. And so I was a contestant in the Miss Black America pageant. And I
Yes.
went to
I
Europe.
saw them
That's how
pictures.
that's how I got hooked up with Red Fox, is because we had raves in Europe. Europe is so different from the United States with respect to entertainers.
Oh yeah,
We had rave reviews. So
they love black.
Miss Black America, the girl who was Miss Black America, knew the people on the board for the Muhammad Ali roast,
Right.
and said, "You guys need to bring on Sylvia Traymore."
Mm.
Thank you, God. Thank you. Every single time I talk about this, because what a blessing!
It was.
You're talking about replacing Richard Pryor.
Wow.
So they said, without even having seen me, okay.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Just like that. So that's when I know when something is for you.
It's for you, absolutely.
It's for you.
There's no getting around it.
Right.
Now I was dating a guy that played in the NBA at the time.
Okay.
So I didn't even know it was a big
She was
thing.
dating a baller.
That's it. A
I
baller.
I didn't know. He just
Let
happened
me-
to play ball. You
Right.
know, and I was I was
Now,
a comedian.
now let me ask you this.
Baller alert.
Right. Right now, did you have any actions with Bill Cosby? Was y'all ever like? Did you meet him or?
I never met Bill Cosby.
You trying to say that she get drugged? We want to know.
No,
where you
just,
at.
no.
Cut to the chase here.
Y'all don't let me get on that subject. Please don't let me
Please
get on
do.
that
No,
subject.
go do it.
because
You don't know
that's a
about-
whole nother
No,
world
but I
I
just
could
want to know
tell.
was
You know that whole era. Well, we'll talk
You
about
met
that.
Bill
Let me-
Cosby. He was an asshole.
Let me.
She
no,
never met Bill Cosby.
no.
But we'll go to a quick song right quick. My producer's telling me
Okay.
that. We
All
come
right.
right back. We want to hear your answer on that. Give us a call at 202. What's the number? 656-1-BAR. We're here at the open bar. We're here with the
somebody grab
beautiful
his
Miss
drink.
Sylvia Traymore. Definitely check her out. Give us a call at 202-656-1-BAR.
one bar.
Sylvia, you make a lot.
Yo, welcome back to the open bar. Salud, salud.
Salud.
Of course, we're drinking on the sweet potato pie drink. Definitely a great drink. Made with our choice of Lux Vodka, a splash of vanilla extract, and Bailey's. Definitely great drink. Feeling good for the Thanksgiving holiday.
That's
Check our
what's up.
shirts out online at openbartuesdays@gmail.com. Part of the proceeds benefit HIV and AIDS awareness. Support the cause, be the boss, know your status. Yo, we're here with the beautiful and talented, legendary Miss Sylvia Traymore. Check her book out. Y'all can see
Very
it right
nice.
here. Definitely a great book. She's the author of Almost There, Almost.
Right.
Really great book.
Can I ask you
And then before we left, we were talking about how did you get into Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead and finish that.
Okay, so to make a long story short, since Richard Pryor couldn't host,
Right.
and since they recommended me, Dick Gregory announced that I had the job, and so I had to.
You knew Dick.
I did not know Dick Gregory.
I saw him here in
I
D.C.
just-
for the first time.
Yeah, he
I
lived-
didn't know that though. Like I saw him at Edenville.
He's,
I was like,
He always does me that.
He's a Mega South 5 too.
like,
He Alpha.
Who? Dick Gregory?
yeah.
Dick
Nah,
Gregory.
Hey,
Don't say that.
hey,
No,
but
no,
he's
no.
always, if
No,
you catch him
because
at
he was-
Ben's all the time.
No,
Dick
no,
Gregory?
he was he goes to Edenville apparently
Okay.
every Sunday.
Let's not take her time.
He's at
Yeah,
right.
right.
Let's get back
I'm
to her
glad you
time.
see Dick a lot. But let's see what what will you say?
Okay, back
Well,
to
anyway, so
Because you're right on the dick.
when I introduced
happy.
Muhammad Ali,
Right.
and Mr. Ali stood there like right behind the curtain in his grandeur. I mean, this dude was he looked like some kind of Zeus or somebody. I'm trying to tell you, he
Muhammad Ali?
was
Yeah.
everything built. I mean, I've never.
He looks so small. on
No,
TV, though.
no, he's big. He's a
sound like you
He's
sound
big.
sound like you fell in love.
I
It made
didn't.
you
I
feel
really
good.
didn't because he was.
Hair was standing
Hold
up.
on.
For
She
me-
was dating a baller. She had a baller.
Right,
on
she
her
was
too,
good.
so-
She had a tall dude.
No, the NBA players back then didn't make no money. Let's be real.
They made
Muhammad
enough.
Ali.
They made just about the
We
money
talking
Muhammad
about-
Ali
We
made.
talking about Muhammad Ali.
Go ahead.
No, I was. Muhammad Ali wasn't even my type. I'm gonna be honest with you.
He was
Really
light skinned.
However, no. So anyway, so I got to host the roast of the century.
Right.
He was. I mean, the Apollo Theater was so packed there was
That's
nowhere
big.
to walk.
It was at the
big.
Apollo.
It was at the Apollo Theater.
Wow.
Everybody, NBA, NFL, everybody was at this roast. Everybody, and I was absolutely nobody with an opportunity, with a blessing.
Wow.
Isn't that something?
Serious one.
That is
And
something.
at the end of the show, Garrett Morris who wrote for Saturday Night Live, who was the first black guy on Saturday Night Live,
Right.
came and told me, "You got to meet my boss. He's
Gary
gonna
Morris
love
is
you."
was he the guy that
He played on Martin.
He
played
played
on Martin.
He played Martin. He played on Jamie Foxx show.
Yeah.
Okay, that's his name. Okay.
Yeah, it
So
was,
sure enough, true to life, he bought me. He took me over to NBC. I met Lauren Michaels, and we sat down and we talked about my role with Saturday Night Live. They hired me on the spot.
right.
So did you ever want to come in front of the camera though?
I wanted to come in front of the camera. You know, I did when they hired Sashir a couple of years ago. She was the subject
Congratulations. Yeah.
of black women not being, you know,
Right.
all the bloggers, all the newspapers, everybody called me on their for a story.
Right.
And it was like they hired me as an associate writer, office flunky. Yeah, seriously, that's the actual name that Mr. Michaels gave me. And not that he was, you know, you guys got to remember, we're talking the 1970s. So everybody was.
Oh yeah, we got that now. Ron B is out.
like that, you know,
out
like
flunky.
that.
Ron
So-
B is out flunky.
He
Yeah.
funny. But Miss Trayvon, can you remember some of the like segments that you wrote like that may have been
I only
famous?
you know what, the only segment I actually remember, because it's been a long time, and at the time Saturday Night Live was not the icon that it is today. It was big,
okay.
you know, it was fun. But I worked with Linda Ronstadt.
Ooh,
I
I
was
loved her.
assigned to Linda Ronstadt.
Right.
And I can't even. It's a lot of that stuff back then.
Yeah.
You know, I tried to go back.
Now what like can you give us some episodes that you wrote that you
That's what I
produced?
just
or
asked.
something?
That's about the only
I
one.
missed that.
I didn't. You guys have to remember, I did not stay with Saturday Night Live long.
Oh, you
I
didn't?
No, I got sick. I got, which I thought was mononucleosis. I did not have a contract. I have never had a contract in my life, with the exception of Red Fox.
So yeah, so let's move
I
to
never
that.
had a contract with Whitney Houston. I never had a contract with none of the people.
How'd you get paid?
We just did.
Cash.
Shook hands.
I'm letting you guys know. This is the 60s and the 70s.
Everything was
They
by
shake
word.
I'm not a
hands.
little black girl that didn't know nothing.
Everything was by
Nobody.
word of
Shake
mouth.
hands.
By word of mouth.
So
They
we
just-
moved to Red Fox. Now Red Fox became your manager. How did that come?
in the early 70s.
So how
When
did
I
that-
was in Europe performing in the Miss Black America tour,
Right.
Red Fox heard about me. The guy that was
He heard about
that toured with us, who was in charge of our tour, was the manager to a group called A Taste of Honey, and they won a Grammy for a song called Oogie Boogie Oogie Woogie Woogie. Yeah. So,
I remember that song.
and Red Fox's folks got in touch with
You heard of that
Charles
song.
Brown. I
don't
hope
remember.
you're watching, because I have you on the documentary too.
Oh, he is on your documentary.
Yeah.
So,
So
let's
listen, guys.
let's move into the documentary right
Yes,
quick because we got
yes.
like 6 more minutes with you.
Okay.
So tell us about the documentary.
Documentary, and the subject of a documentary is we start filming day after tomorrow.
Oh,
They're going to start filming at the event that I'm working.
Right.
They're also going to film at the Mufama event.
Mufama.
And there's an event on
Why
the 19th.
not here tonight though? What happened?
Because
I'm
you
just
guys, I just found out I was coming here. If you had told me, we would have brought the camera. You know, could have brought the cameras in or whatever.
Okay.
Oh.
Really? I mean, we can bring you back, maybe. Yeah, can we bring you back?
I might be able to
like,
do that because they're
next
sending me
week?
footage from the Ali roast.
Cause I'm
I
trying.
will send you footage from
So
the
now listen, guys. On December the 19th, I've been hired to host one of the most incredible events ever.
Right.
Dr. Washington, the guy who's been instrumental, I told him I wanted to talk about his show. He and Dee, that's his friend, are hosting a masquerade party. And it's one of those nice, elegant,
Yeah.
you know.
I'm your date. We talked about that.
Oh, we
before.
talked about that? We
Right.
Then my real date's gonna go, oh, really? Oh, Skunks over here? Oh, yeah, right.
he'll
But
be
anyway,
fine.
December the 19th, I can't remember. I wanted Dr. Washington to call in so that he could give us the details, because I definitely wanted people to
able to
know
come.
about that event. But for now, in the event, in the near future, they should truly go to mafama.com and order tickets for their event. And then you guys, once you come to that event, you're going to really want to come to Dr. Washington's event. So I think everybody in here should
December
bring
19th.
their wives or their husband to the couple affair that Dr. Washington's
You gotta get
spearheading.
Dr. Washington on that.
We gotta get him in. Yeah.
We should get him in here. Let him
Come
talk
on
about
in,
it.
Doctor. Well, you need to call us back.
Only
Doc.
one of us will be coming then.
I'm the only one married.
Trey,
And so,
Sylvia,
guys, that's your
timing.
wives. That was good. Your girlfriends, your wives, your boyfriends. I don't know. Whoever, whatever. There it goes. You know what I'm saying. This is
So Miss
Bring your man, bring your girl, bring whatever
Right.
it is.
So Miss Traymore, let's I do want to talk about the book. How can people get the book, and what are you expecting people to take from the book?
Well, first of all, there are 180 pages that we did not put in this book. This book was released a couple of years ago. We're putting the 180 pages back. Oh,
I thought you okay.
Yeah, we're gonna like catch up on what was in the
supposed
book.
to be said.
So
Yeah.
you're gonna have like a version 1 or version 2?
Yes.
Okay,
It's gonna be
nice,
another one.
nice.
Yeah, I'm kind of because I tell all the
Yeah,
stories.
Good marketing scheme, trying to get
So
people to buy
it's-
2
it's-
books.
Right. Inside this book, though, because you didn't want to talk about it, but you would talk about the whole Whitney Houston and backstage stuff that you didn't want to talk about today. You want to put is that?
You
inside
know
the
what?
book?
There's no backstage.
He is trying to
They're
get
not-
Whitney
I know
Houston
Get
out.
that with
I
me.
love Whitney. Everybody, I'm
Do
Whitney's
you talk
biggest
about
fan,
Beyonce too in your book?
I've never had any dealings with Beyonce.
man.
No
Okay.
deal with Beyonce.
No deal. No, I've been no.
Well, thanks for
business
being here.
shows.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. But so how can
like-
people?
Now, see, if this was the Tonight Show and the Johnny Carson show when he told what's her name? Oh, I can't think of her name. She just politely got up, and walked out. I was
She did?
so embarrassed.
Who was
for
that?
her.
Who was that?
I can't even say what he said to that woman.
Johnny?
What
They
was the
said
one?
Johnny was terrible to people.
He
though.
was unbelievable.
Now, you've
But he
been-
was so funny. You know, I done went all over to Johnny Carson and all this other good stuff. The book is almost there, the current one. The next one will be 180, which represents the 180 days. Almost there again.
Wow.
So that's the name of the book.
I have to
Thank
say
you,
this.
guys.
I have to
Yes.
say this because my mother is a big fan of yours. She remember you from way back in the days, and she just sent a text out. She said, "Tell you that she's your biggest fan.
Oh, thank
And may
you.
God bless you, what you're
Thank
doing and everything."
Thank you very much.
And
now,
drink
I
up.
didn't even get a chance to tell you guys about the discrimination and the sexism.
Yeah,
Go
do
ahead.
it.
You gotta
Involved
change
as
real
a
quick.
black woman in the 60s and the 70s and
Sure.
the 80s
Yeah.
coming up in a white male-oriented business
Right.
where I've had, and I'm going to put this in the new book because I took it out. I didn't want to come off as an angry black woman in the first book. I've had white men to tell me they didn't want to come on the microphone behind me. Ooh, suppose
wow.
you spit on it.
Wow.
You know, oh my God, I have some stories. So you would,
Are
you
there
can
any
imagine.
famous comedians that we would know now?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh,
You
come
don't
on,
wanna-
throw them out
Of
there.
course. I started out in this business. We came up together, me, Jay Leno, David Letterman. This is before any of them became famous. Nobody was famous back then.
Right.
Robin Williams. I've worked with Jerry Seinfeld for a minute. These people were not famous then.
Right.
You know, so they were out there struggling just like me.
So what comedian you say that you felt that gave you some sort of injustice?
That you were smacked.
Well, you know what? I did have.
That was good timing.
There was
by
a
the way.
host at Rodney Dangerfield's club, I believe it was.
Really?
I love Rodney Dangerfield.
Not Rodney Dangerfield, his club.
Okay,
His
I'm
club.
about to
Because
say.
Rodney, I worked with Rodney, but I never had any injustices done.
Yeah.
They would never let me on the microphone.
Wow.
They just wouldn't do it. You know, I would get as hard as I worked back then. It would the guys just felt like, you know, first of all, you had to look like Moms Mabley,
She's a girl.
LaWanda Page. Yeah, I'm a girl. You know, or Phyllis Diller, Joan Rivers, before Joan Rivers became beautiful. So they would just not want me on the mic. And there was one particular night I specifically remember because I was a little devastated. The guy, I'd asked him week after week after week, could I get on stage? And finally he said, you know what? Yeah, we're going to let you on stage tonight.
Oh.
And to make a long story short, I don't want to give the story away, but after the comic, who has a huge name now, huge, tore the house down, broke it down, slam dunked it, and just killed it, he then announces, oh, we have a lady here who's going to come up. I think she does an impression. You do an impression, right?
Oh man, he tried to throw you out there.
That's what they call shade back
Shade.
then. Right?
It's just, even today when I think about it, it's so disheartening.
Oh.
You know, it's like,
Like he set you up to fail.
yes, you got the smoke boiling from the comic that went on right before me.
I want to know who that comic was.
Yeah,
but-
come on.
Read
Oh, well,
the
Jay
book.
Leno was the comic. I tell you who tore the stage up, but the guy that, thank you.
Read the book.
It's in the book. We'll find out who that is. And it was a famous comic.
You know, I tell all
Wow.
of the all these stories, but it was
Wow.
it was a bad a bad time.
So what
And
was good though about it then?
It's what I did. I loved it. God just put it in my soul. There's a burning passion there. I had to do it. One club owner told me, "You need to just quit. You stink.
You
For real? You're just not good." Just
and all
quit.
that's in the book.
Yes.
Wow.
yes.
Miss Traymore, thank you so much for
you.
being here. You're
Thank
so
you very
beautiful.
much.
And y'all, you guys can check her book out. The book is called Almost There, Almost. And when can they buy the book?
They can go to Amazon, but I prefer they go to my website, which is
Shout out.
SylviaOyeah.com.
Sylvia?
Oh, yeah. OHYEAH.com.
We would definitely be posting that on our Facebook page, Open Bar
Thank you.
Facebook page. And we're
Instagram,
going
all
to
that
be
good
supporting the
stuff.
book.
Wonderful.
I can't wait to get my copy. You got to sign mine. So I
Not a
can't
problem.
wait.
Yes.
Miss Sylvia Traymore, everybody.
Thank you.
Comedy legend.
everybody.
Pastor, what are we going to talk about when we come back?
The genius of the mistress.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, Lord.
Can't wait to hear that.
Oh, my God.
That's going to be
Oh,
hot.
wow,
Give us a call at
I-
202
I excuse myself from this conversation.
Thank you so much, Miss Traymore. Give us a call. Silent. Welcome back to Open Bar. Salud.
Salud.
We here sipping on the sweet potato pie. Definitely a great drink. Shout out to Lux Vodka. Definitely a great drink. Of course, we just left with the beautiful Miss Sylvia Traymore. Almost there, almost. Check her book out. PDO is in the building. He got his love jacket and everything. He's doing his thing. He's the author, of course, of Love Rework. He's here every Tuesday night giving y'all some love. What are we talking about, PDO?
Tonight, the genius of the mistress.
So when you say the mistress, what are we saying? Are we saying the side chick?
Some people call the mistress the side piece.
Well, what did we call you calling her tonight?
Mistress. I call it a mistress.
There's a difference. The mistress is more professional. A side chick, a side chick don't really know her
See,
role.
it's gonna really be up to the person to try to. You splitting hairs. I mean, side piece, the mistress. She's not the wife. She's not the exclusive girlfriend.
It's business.
And so she operates on a different agreement.
I just like to say for the record, I'd like to excuse myself from this
You
conversation.
sit that out. You sit that out on the couch.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, I guess my question is that, first, maybe what does everybody think about the side piece, about the mistress? I mean,
You want me to start first?
yeah, yeah, sure.
So your question is, what do we think about this? I think the mistress is necessary. I'm gonna say why. when the
Words are expressed by Ron Austin, Arnold Austin do not agree with.
No. What I'm saying is, when I say it's necessary in a good way, it meaning that it shows that the fact that men should do better by their wives. If you're in a relationship, be serious. And no, I'm just messing up. I'm just saying.
That's spoken from a certified side Negro.
I'm one that I've been in plenty of situations where I was a side piece, and I'm good with that. I don't.
All right, that's a good question. I mean, how many of y'all know? There's a song that came out called "Boyfriend Number 2." Boyfriend number 2 kind of gets like a lot of he gets a lot of the benefits, but not the responsibilities, right?
Exactly, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, if you okay with that, some people aren't fixed to be married. You know what I'm saying? Some people are gonna be single.
But let's plug it in.
But
just
that's
a little
a
bit.
difference, though.
What are you saying?
I'm not in the
Plug it
conversation.
Let's unpack it a little bit more. Okay, so the basic thesis is this: there's something that every wife and every girlfriend, exclusive girlfriend, can learn from the mistress.
Exactly.
How she operates. And the reason why I came upon this is because
Sylvia is so seriously looking.
it's interesting that the mistress tends to get very easily what the wife and the girlfriend fight and cry and stress trying to get.
What she get?
Huh? She gets attention. She gets access. The biggest point is access to the layers of the man.
The mistress.
Meaning that every man compartmentalizes his life and what's going on with him. So it's very easy for us to share a certain level of ourselves with you, but you can't get further.
Right.
But I mean, that just to piggyback off what you're saying, what I was saying earlier, a mistress a lot of times is a business relationship.
Not
You know what I
true.
mean? No, I'm serious.
Well,
Because a side chick is a jump off.
No,
a
side chick is another name
might
for
be
mistress.
just what it is. It sounds like it is.
Well-
You just a chick on the side. You're replaceable. A mistress. It's
You
a
replaceable as a
partnership.
mistress.
No. I think you could describe it like that, but technically it's not that. I think the mistress just has a different deal with the man than what the wife and the girlfriend do. And I think that this deal is very interesting to the man. And so I feel like every wife and every girlfriend should take note. See, I'm not necessarily trying to glorify the mistress as much as I want the woman to take note of her strategies, because it's her strategies that disarm the man and make him open up.
She's in a better no. That's
Can I
what
say
I'm, but
this?
that's,
Can I
but
say
that's
this
what I'm saying.
video? 'Cause a lot of times, do you think mistresses come about because they do what the wife wouldn't do, or the main chick wouldn't
That's
do?
definitely a fantasy.
You think so?
Yeah, I think that's fairy tale. I think it's fairy tale. I think that the mistress is willing to be freakier somehow than the wife is.
Well, that was I wanted to say. I was trying to be a
Well,
little
wait a minute,
more.
you guys.
Yes, that's not true.
What do you want to say, Mr.
This
Trammell?
is I'm a little nervous because this is a very dangerous conversation.
Can you do the Nicki Minaj voice?
It's a very
No, stop. No.
on the real
I'm
though.
serious, you guys.
Seriously, this is a very dangerous conversation.
Why is it dangerous, Mr. Trammell?
Especially for women. But it's even in my opinion. This is just my opinion. It's dangerous because what I'm hearing that this conversation is leading to is, in the way I see it, is that it's going to influence men to think that, wait a minute, I might need to get me one of them things they call a mistress.
Cause she can
I
keep,
know, I can hear it. I'm
cause she can
seriously.
keep
But
it
see,
on the down low.
but Ms.
like I
Trammell-
said, business relationship.
Trammell,
because
what
if
I
I don't,
think-
because if I don't say, because as a mistress, if I don't say anything, I'm gonna continue to
Yes,
get
you're gonna
what I
be
want.
benefiting.
But as a side chick, I'ma always
No.
I think we're getting it mixed up.
Yeah. You taking the conversation to mistress versus the side piece. That's not
They're
what.
basically
that's,
the same thing.
They are the same
They're
thing,
fundamentally
yeah.
the same thing.
No, they're not. That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
Your
it
opinion.
is.
Your opinion.
Well,
What are you saying?
But he's directing what he's talking about. The way
I-
I'm hearing it,
I-
is
I'm
a
like-
mistress is a side piece. Of
Yeah, they
vice
are
versa,
basically
you know, they're
fundamentally
just-
the
yeah.
same thing. And what I'm saying is that the strategies that the mistress operates in causes a certain trust out of a man. She gets access to different levels of who he is, and it causes him to open up in a way the wife and the girlfriend tend to fight to get him to open up and to share himself with them. Because men all over the world right now are sitting in their car around the corner from their house before they go in the house with their wife, and they're finishing telling a mistress all of their dreams and their goals and what inspires them, and they're sharing passion with her.
Now let me ask you this. How do you? And this is a very respectful question, really.
Okay.
How do you know that?
How do I know that?
Yes.
It's just I got witnesses right here. I'm just
motherfucker-
telling you,
Hey,
it's
you
just
gotta-
it's
No, I'm
it's
just pointing out,
it's
man.
it's
I'm not
it's
trying to-
no, it's
I'm really-
regular
I'm really
flat
not
it's
trying to-
regular flat out common knowledge that men do this.
Just for the record,
men
I
are
am
talking
not
to-
part of this
just talk-
conversation. I just want to just throw that out
Men
there.
just talking to men. You have a wife and a girlfriend that you may live with, and you're sitting talking to a mistress, and you're giving her your passion and telling her this and the things
Hold on,
that
we got
the
a
wife is
mistress on the
saying.
line. We got a
What if,
mistress on the
what
line.
if you take the road where you don't have either? What are you then? Because I don't have a wife or a girlfriend.
Right?
Is that
right.
the best way to live as a man?
What?
To not have a wife or a girlfriend?
You got two hands, right? You good? Go ahead next.
hey, before we go, we got a caller that got an opinion on the subject. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Nikki. I'm calling from Brandywine. That's my beautiful wife. And what I will tell you all is that whether the man or the woman has a side piece, the issue is their own. It is either going to breed or just lack of self-control to me. Scripture says a man shall have a wife, not multiple wives, none of this nonsense.
Right.
It is sheer greed or a lack of discipline. If you cannot manage the marriage you're in, you definitely can't manage something outside.
But
That's all I gotta say
Nikki,
about
what
that.
what do you say to the point that the mistress come in part? Like a lot of times, I think somebody get a mistress. Like you said, when a husband can't talk to his wife, he can't open up his dreams to her. To me, that's what causes somebody to look at somebody else.
Okay, so listen, let's get
Well,
let's be.
you could say the same for a woman who decides
We're the
to go
same
out and
thing.
get
We're
a
talking
male
about
side
both
piece.
parts.
We make excuses for anything that we wish to justify. Yeah. Right along.
Right. Well, sis, nigga, I think that you're right about what you said. You know, previously what you just said. But the point of what we're talking about right now is to say there's something the wife and girlfriend can learn from the mistress's genius.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying a mistress is good. I'm not saying a
can't
man
learn
should
that.
aspire to have mistresses. I'm saying that there's something they can learn from the mistress.
What can they learn from a mistress?
Okay, but one of
First
the
of all,
things
how
you
do they
said
communicate?
is you're not glorifying the mistress.
Say it
And
again.
in fact, when you tell me as a wife that I can learn something from a mistress,
Right.
that is an ultimate insult.
That is an
because
insult.
perhaps I'm
That's
sitting
not-
over
that's
here
not an
doing
insult.
all the things that I'm supposed to do, or if it's a woman that's having an affair, the man is doing the things that he's supposed to do properly by his wife. It's
Oh.
her decision or his decision to go outside and have a side piece.
Yo, hold on,
It has
but
nothing to
we're
do
not
with the
arguing
child who's a victim of this infraction.
But we're not
No.
arguing whether the basis, whether he's right or wrong for having the mistresses. What we're saying is, I'm asking you, does it matter whether it's right or wrong that you can learn something from it?
No. What should I learn from a woman who
See, it's not you
is
taking it to make it too personal.
having an adulterous relationship with my spouse?
I wa-
I can
should I
tell you
learn
what
from
you can
that?
learn.
you-
I
you
can-
That I
can-
can
you-
do the
you-
same thing?
We'll get tell her then.
let me tell you
Be
this.
for real.
Let's
That's insulting to anyone who is married and who is trying
listened to
to
Open Bar before?
carry on a marriage that's trying to carry on a marriage and do the right thing.
Right.
That's an insulting statement. I'm
And
serious. There's nothing a man can learn from another man that his wife is having an affair with, or a woman should learn from the woman that's having an affair with her husband. Nothing. In fact, you should learn nothing from them to the extent that you should be running in the opposite direction.
Well, not only that, when and I agree with you 100%. But the minute that if she say she did, men are gonna find another reason why the side woman, whoever she
But you-
is, has
but-
something else to offer. So
but
it's
you-
always gonna be
but you know what
such-
what's
it's
unclear
like you said,
here
it's their
is-
Yeah.
own.
What's
Was-
unclear?
yeah,
is,
what's
what's unclear
unclear?
here is that
Thank you so much, Nikki. We
is-
love
is
you.
that
Come back,
love
Nikki.
you.
you all sound as if we're justifying the mistresses.
But that's the way
being
you
there.
coming out though. The way you saying.
No, it's not, no. How? I said it 3 times.
What you say?
I said we're not justifying the mistress. We're not glorifying.
But you
the
can
mistress.
learn from it.
You can learn something from
That's
what she
two
does
sides.
because she's getting something.
And Pass.
How
That
can
you're
you
not
learn?
getting.
Right, and Pastor,
How?
what I want to say, you can learn.
And
let me
hold
say
on.
this.
And guess
Oh, go
what?
ahead.
And you're not going to get it from him by saying because you're my husband, you
Wrap
owe
this
it to
up.
me.
Right. And I'm gonna say this: if you decide, if your husband or your wife cheat on you, and you decide to take this person back, you can learn from that mistress.
No, you cannot.
Hold on, it's my point. It's just my opinion.
It's
You
your
don't have to
opinion.
agree. This is just Hot Ron's opinion.
Thank
you can
you.
learn from what caused him or what was the reasons. Not that
No.
it's anybody else's fault. But I'm just saying you can
He's
learn
gonna
from
go
that.
out if he's the type, like she said. If he's the type to go out and have a mistress, and even if that one leaves, he's going to find him another one.
Right.
It's just
What
gonna
I'm
be a
saying-
But Pat, we want to give you the
performance.
last point. We're gonna wrap this up. Tell us your last points you want to say on this subject.
You got to first explain it.
I didn't really get to unpack the.
Go ahead, unpack it real
Well, bottom line is that the mistress has certain things like she's a realist, and her that being in touch with reality of what her relationship is with the man keeps her from emotionally running ahead in the relationship. In other words, she doesn't try to turn it into something else extra. She knows where they are.
Right.
She's not forcing anything, and when a man starts trusting that you're not trying to make it something else, he tends to open up. It causes him to open up. And sometimes a wife is at home begging the husband to open up to her and let him in. But if he feels like it's going to be a forced thing, or you're doing it just off the premise that we're owed this or we have to do it like this, it causes him to close.
Because he
Right,
feels
but
he
the
has
time-
nothing to lose with the
Pastor,
mistress.
thank you so much.
But you
for
didn't
that
finish
subject.
the
That was really
two-part
important.
section. You didn't finish.
But that was good,
why
Pastor.
the wife-
Yo, y'all can check Pastor out every Tuesday night. He's here. He's the author of course, the wonderful book Love Reworked.
You
Pastor
didn't
Darrell
finish your
on-
statement though.
Exactly.
Shut up. Oh, I got it. Don't worry about it. Anyway, of course, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about the sad thing that happened in Paris. Of course, they were the city of love. They were attacked, of course, by the ISIS, of course, and they lost. It was so far. We talked about what was it, 100 and what?
120. It was 128 people that were confirmed dead. Over 300 people were injured.
Wow. Now
So,
there was a rumor that they were supposed to that DC was supposed to get attacked. Did you guys hear that?
They traced the cells and they traced the terrorist cells all the way to Belgium,
Uh-huh.
which is a Franco-German speaking country. They're French and German. So yeah, you're all right. They did find something decent, but because of the U.S.'s terrorist monitoring system, essentially, it's hard to really do anything here in the U.S.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I would say that, of course, although we are a joke show, our hearts definitely go out to the people in Paris, those people who lost their lives. This is really, the fact that people are losing their lives because of terrorism is just disgusting. It's almost sad.
Well, France is a major power right now in the war on ISIS, which is happening in northern Iraq. I tell people this all the time. And when I was over there, learning about that history, the history of the country, and like the geography of that area, it's not surprising that ISIS became ISIS. Northern Iraq was a no man's land, and how Saddam, when he was in power, used to control that land. He used to bomb the shit out of it.
That's what. But just
we look at it as being cruel, but that's how he.
But just to piggyback, but another thing with France doing, which and our hearts go out to them, but they doing the same thing that United States did. Instead of going out after the terrorists, they bombing Syria. Well, I'm saying it, and they killing Syria between them and Russia. They just bombing Syria. They just throwing bombs on them, but they're not going after the act that committed the crime.
Part of
so
ISIS
I'm saying, but they doing the same thing the United States did when 9/11. Hold on, when the guy attacked us, what's his name? When bin Laden attacked us, we went after Saddam. When we went after Saddam. No, listen what I'm saying.
The thing is,
listen what I'm saying though. You understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying is we going different routes instead of going.
He's saying that. He's saying Al Qaeda and Osama bin Laden caused 9/11, but we went after Saddam Hussein. He's saying we're hitting Syria, but they're set up in Syria.
Here's the thing.
They're not all set up in Syria.
But that's where the base is.
The territory. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The territory of ISIS is in northern Iraq and in the mountainous parts of Syria.
Wow.
Right now, it's in northern
They
Iraq, the
bombing
mountainous
all
parts
over
of
the whole
Syria.
country.
However, everybody knows the situation currently that's going on in Syria. Russia, of course, is on one side. Iran is on one side.
Right.
However, like I said, the reason why Saddam used to brutalize that part of Iraq was because that place is no man's land. I'm telling you from what I've seen, it's no man's land.
Well, you guys, I just want to talk about this. Another subject that came up when it came to this situation. This same situation sort of happened back in Kenya, if I'm not mistaken. Was it Kenya? Some part of Africa, right? The same, but the media wasn't. The media wasn't aware of what happened to, because that's like over 200.
They were aware of it.
They wasn't as vocal. So a lot of media, especially black media, are talking about the whole racist thing because the people of Africa were black, of course, and the people of France were Europe. I'm sorry, or Paris were not of black descent. I would say what happened to the people in Africa did not make the media. What do you guys think?
I
about
just think
that?
it's a different rule. I mean, France and the United States are
I think those two countries
are
bring
combined
different
together.
things
Yes, what I'm
they
saying.
bring two different things to the table.
So was it the ISIS thing? Was ISIS a part of the attack in Africa, or was it a terrorist attack?
It was a terrorist attack. But
Right.
the thing is, but the country of Kenya is bringing something different to the table than what Paris, France is
Right.
bringing to the table.
So is that so the fact that
It's not right. It's not right.
not
And
right.
I think that brings up a lot of conversation, like about where is the black media? What is black media?
Somalia, the terrorists that attack in Kenya are of Somalian descent, and they essentially one of the biggest countries that has a lot of influence in Kenya, in Somalia, is Kenya, and they see that as a westernized power. So
How do that mix with what happened in France though? How did what he's trying to say?
basically the idea of you're not minding your own business, so we're gonna come get with you.
No, but I
Get
think
at
his
you.
question was the media not.
Why they didn't
Putting
cover
that
Kenya the way they covered
Yeah.
France?
I mean, why? I mean, you want the honest truth?
No.
It's
France-
Africa, dog. Nobody gives a shit about Africa.
Well,
let's be real. I'm being honest.
Here at the open bar, we definitely want to.
We love Africa.
Our salute moment to the people of Paris as well as the people of Africa.
And Ronda Rousey.
Oh yeah, she lost badly.
She got her ass whooped. She died.
That was an African moment.
And the Dallas Cowboys.
Was she the fighter?
Yeah, she got.
Died?
She talked too much on the Jay Leno show.
Her career died.
But anyway, Miss Trey Moore, thank you so much for being here. We love you. You can welcome come anytime you want. Yo, we cannot wait to. I can't wait to read your book.
Thank you.
It's definitely amazing. You're a great artist.
Phonics worked for me.
Right. Salute. See you next week. We love you.
Salute.
Thanks for listening.